Hey, my friends, how you guys doing? This is Xavier. This is Tuesday, Business Building Tuesday, Thrive Business Institute, and I am excited to be with you guys tonight. I'm just trying to work on my sound just a little bit. In previous weeks, it's been a little low, so hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. If you guys do have any questions, you know how this works. You go right into the chat, put your question in the chat, and I'm here to help you with your business and answering any questions that you guys may have in relation to your business and how we can help your business begin to thrive, make some money, be profitable, right? That's the name of the game. So if you do have any questions for me tonight, go ahead and put it right there in the chat. As you guys know, I will begin to answer those questions just straight up. So tell me sort of where you guys are. Guys, we are sitting right now, you're coming to the end of the first quarter. So if you do your financials that way, if you don't, you should start, right? You should begin to look at your annual, your what's called your fiscal year. You should begin to look at that in quarters, right? And see where your quarterly earnings are. See where you're making money. See what's your customer count, right? If you can begin to break your business down in quarters, you can be a little bit more strategic about the things that you need to do as far as marketing, advertising, sales, things of that nature. So I'm here for you guys. Go ahead and put your questions in the chat if you do have any questions for me tonight. As you guys know, I don't like to do a whole lot of just generic teaching. The time that I spend with you, I really enjoy helping you guys sort of where you are and helping you kind of deal with the struggles, right? The struggle of entrepreneurship. So I do want to talk to you guys. If you do have any questions for me, go ahead and put those right there in the chat. I am here for you and here to help you. So just tell me sort of what is going on with you, what's going on with your business, your marketing, right? So let's talk about that. So I am here. I just want to test out my comments just to make sure my comments are working okay, that we're not going to have any issues there. Let's see, place your questions here. So I am excited, as you guys know. I'm super duper excited to be here with you guys. So let's get started and let's work this thing out tonight. I am absolutely here for you. So if you do have any questions, guys, go ahead and put those questions right there in the chat. Now, as I said before, I can go in and start doing, generic teaching if that's what you guys want. Or if there's something you want me to speak on, go ahead and just put that in the chat also. And I can speak on those things, right? I can speak on marketing, finances, growing the business, selling the business, buying the business. This is a very interesting time of year for entrepreneurs because most entrepreneurs are still working some other job. Very few are doing it full time. And so there are a lot of opportunities to transition into full-time entrepreneurship at this point. So I do want to help you guys. I do want to talk about whatever you guys are struggling with tonight. So if you do have any issues, if you do have any problems that you are facing in your business, I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's see how I can help and maybe give you some directions, help you get unstuck, right? Or maybe help you, think through something that you are doing or want to do in your business. So simply put your questions right there in the chat, guys. I am here for you. I'm here for you. Just tell me exactly what you guys need. I want to help you guys the absolute best way that I can. So just tell me exactly what you need from me, right? And how I can help you grow your business tonight. It has been an interesting week for those that don't know. So I don't know what I did, guys, but I got put in Facebook jail. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. So, but I did get put in Facebook jail for the past week. That's why you haven't really seen any posts on my page. I don't know what I did. I don't know, but I got put in Facebook jail. So With that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm here for you. Tell me exactly what you're struggling with in your business. We can talk through it. Marketing, advertising, finances, literally anything that you want to talk about. Until there's a question that hops into the queue, I do want to point out a few things. I do want to talk about the time of year, right? I want to talk about sort of what is the next major holiday coming up. Darnell, thank you so much. Thank you so much with that, my friend. And I'm just going to bring it up. Darnell says that you struggle with online sales. What would help me make more online sales? So here's the interesting thing, Darnell, and I made this post in a group a little over a year ago, and people got mad as hell when I made it. Let me tell you something. You should always have more face-to-face sales than you do online, always, because business is based on relationships. It's not based on need, right? It's based on relationships, and I can more easily sway your emotions because that's what we buy with, right? So, and I'm only saying that just to give justification as to why you make more sales offline, because they can see you. You can stir emotions there face to face. So online sales is interesting. So let's talk through that and how you can actually increase your online sales. So I'm going to ask you questions, Darnell. There's a slight delay, but tell me what it is that you're selling. Tell me what you're selling online. If you want me to look at the website, I'll be glad to look at the website. Just put it right there in the link. We'll pull it up on the screen and we'll look at it together. But tell me exactly what you're selling and tell me your website. And yeah, tell me what are you selling? Because I want to help you. And if you do, like I said, if you do have a website, I will take a look at the website also and give you some feedback on your website. I did a training here online beginning of the year about websites and sort of what is required. What do you need? You only need about 4 pages for your website. We go too deep when we talk about web design and all those great things. And, you know, we go in and we want our website to do amazing things, but we don't have money to do it. So Darnell, I'm going to wait for you to tell me exactly what you're selling, and I'm going to come back to you with that. I'm going to come back to your question, Darnell. So just put your stuff in there, and then I'll come back to you. EJ says, what's the deal with all these companies saying that they can loan you up to $250,000? So for those that have and thanks for the question, EJ, EJ, if you've ever listened to any of my broadcasts, you've heard me say that getting a loan is the absolute worst thing you can do for your business. I have about 5 different companies right now, and all are debt-free, no loans, never had to take out a business loan for anything. Okay, Darnell, I'm going to come back to that. So the companies that are trying to loan you money, oftentimes you're not going to get up to $250,000 unless you have some amazing stuff, right? Unless you have amazing credit and financials, all this stuff, you show that you have the ability to pay it back. The reason why loans are no good for small businesses, and I know especially in the African American community, we believe that is the key to starting a business, right? Like we have an idea and we said, if somebody gives me this money, I can make this thing happen. But if you guys are experienced entrepreneurs and you know just as well as I do, that is not how business works. One of my clients right now, he's a coaching client. He has a restaurant, and I've told this story on here a few times also. He has a restaurant. He took out a business loan. The restaurant didn't do as well as he thought it was going to do, and he now has lost passion for the restaurant. He wants to close the restaurant, but he can't close it because if he closes the restaurant, the bill or the loan is still due, and because the loan is still due and he had to put his house up, right? They need collateral. They're going to take his house, right? So he's forced to continue to run the restaurant just so he can pay back the loan. Once the loan's paid back, he says he's going to shut down the restaurant. It's just not what he wants to do. It just doesn't have the profit margin that he thought it would have. And so anyway, so we talked through that. But you want to do another business and you need money. I don't think so. I don't think you need money. I think you need an idea, right? Depending on the type of business that you want to do. EJ, tell me, what type of business is it that you want to do? While you're answering that, I am going to jump back to Darnell really quick. And then I'll come back to you, EJ. Just tell me, what's the other business and how much money do you need? And let's talk through it, okay? And if you have a business right now, EJ, tell me what business you're in right now, and I can help you with that too. All right, Darnell. So Impact Custom T-shirts, Instagram, Impact Custom T-shirts. All right. So here's the thing, Darnell, with the T-shirt business. The T-shirt business is interesting in and of, it has a high profit margin per T-shirt, but you have to sell volume, right? So the T-shirt business, we can turn around and make, probably double, right? 100, 200% markup, if not more, on our T-shirts. So what you have, $1.50, $2, all depends on where you're getting your shirts. $1.50, $2 into a regular T-shirt, screen printing, and or you're doing the heat transfers. If you're not printing the heat transfers or the vinyl transfers yourself, you're getting them from another vendor, you're losing profit there also. Though it makes sense, but let's kind of talk about online sales a little bit. So online sales with the T-shirt business requires you to do a lot of advertising and marketing. But the way that you do it is you don't market your business name. That's crazy. You don't do that. What you do, Darnell, is you do what I call themed T-shirts, right? So it is what's the next major holiday? What we got? I don't know. St. Patrick's Day, right? And so you come up with a St. Patrick's Day design, right? And a lot of the software, you can put it right onto the fabric. Like you can, without having to actually have the fabric. And what you do is you come up with themed designs. So a shirt for St. Patrick's Day. You pinch me, I'll punch you. Something like that. Happy St. Patrick's Day, right? And then you take that shirt, that picture, and you put Facebook ads behind the picture. And you can literally market to anybody, right? You can come up with slick stuff to say, right? And I'm just using St. Patrick's Day as an example. But you do a themed shirt. And then now, and you run it for 3 weeks, whatever, until St. Patrick's Day, whatever. And that's how you sell that. You're not going to sell T-shirts online by just creating the T-shirt and doing a post. That's not going to work, right? If you want to sell T-shirts at a higher volume, you're going to have to put a few dollars behind some advertising, $100, $200 a month minimum, to see some push through, right? And let them do it that way. And so do your themed designs. Whatever we're coming up in, what are we coming up on? Aries? Like, I don't know, I don't know what the astrological calendar is, but whatever season we're in now, the best women were born in March, right? Or real women are Aries, or whatever it is. And you come up with these designs, and then you market the designs, if that makes sense. The custom stuff, the problem that you have with the custom stuff is people don't order enough, right? And so I like to get into businesses, or when I sell, right, I want to sell to one person that can buy for 10, right? So what you could do is find the smaller retail outlets that don't necessarily have a major It's not a major corporation, right? Find, I don't know, like a Rainbow. I don't know if they're in your area, or City Trends or places like that has a smaller footprint, and say, hey, I want to be one of your vendors, and work from there, right? And show them some of the designs. But it has to be something trendy. It has to have some nice stuff on it, right? Just like this, and go from there. Once you're doing that, now that's selling to vendors. That's selling to a clothing store, and you can easily do that. Matter of fact, you can go to Walmart. You can do these exact same designs and go to Walmart. And being a black guy, let me tell you, Walmart has a program that is designed for not only people of color but minorities, right? Where they have to purchase, or they seek individuals to purchase from. So this could be right up your alley. It could definitely be right up your alley. I would go into the local Walmart, have some conversations with them, and then you can go to Walmart.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, go to their corporate website, and I think you can find some good information there. But that's one way to do your T-shirts, okay? You can do designs, or have two ways actually. Do a design based on themes, right? The time of year, spring, fall, summer, blah, blah, blah. What are some of the current sayings? What are some of the hashtags that are trending? What's going on in the media? What's going on big, right? You can look at artists, right? Music artists. What songs are great right now? Can you pull a lyric, right? You got to be careful, because there may be some copyright stuff like that. But with all that being said, you can do some nice stuff. You can also come up with not a brand. I am thinking of a collection, right? So you can have a specific collection. You can have, absolutely, my friend. Walmart, if you give me a quick sec, I'll see if I can find it for you. Yeah, absolutely. Walmart it's a great program. I see Walmart Minority. And Walmart Minority Supplier Program, Supplier Inclusion. Just give me a second, my friend, and I will give you that link. And Darnell, there it is. Should be. There you go, Darnell. I hope that helped, my friend. I hope that helped. Yep, there you go. And so you can take that, my man, and run with it. Take it and run with it. And good luck. Go to some of the smaller stores. What I was saying is just a moment ago is do a collection, right? So I don't know what month we're in. Like what's the supported the nonprofit support thing now? But I'm just going to use breast cancer awareness. I know that's October, but in October you can do breast cancer awareness shirts, right? Because it's a collection. You can have a male collection, like a man's collection. You can have a beard collection. Though I don't grow one. This is probably 7-8 months of me trying to grow hair on my face. Anyway, that's another show. But you can have collections, right? You can have, and check this. Don't only sell to the African American community. Don't do stuff that's just popular in our community. Absolutely not. Do a Back the Blue shirt. If you do a Back the Blue shirt with just a blue stripe going across, and put Back the Blue on the back, you know how many people will buy that thing? You just got to put some Facebook ads behind it. People will do it. Never get married to crazy. Don't get married to an idea that, and I'm going to say it. I don't mean it this harsh, but don't get married to the idea that I'm a black business and I only want black people to buy from me. Like, don't get married to that, right? You're in business to make money, to make a profit, sell to whoever will buy it, and look at what's trending in the world, okay? And I hope that helps. I hope you're still with me, EJ. I'm back with you. Back with you, EJ. I don't know what I just said, but what I remember I'm saying is I don't want you to get married to the idea of only selling to blacks, right? And I'm sure that's not what you do, but don't get married to that, right? That we want everybody to buy our stuff, right? We want everybody to buy our stuff. So sell to everybody. If they'll buy it, they'll buy it. Back the blue, I think is what you're referring to. Back the blue, right? Back, B-A-C-K, back the blue. So when Black Lives Matter came out with the slogan Black Lives Matter, there was this big trending thing of back the blue because somebody somewhere made it seem as if, about the blue strip. Yeah, back the blue. Yep, back the blue. Yeah. And it's just a black shirt with a blue strip. Dude, like it'll sell. I promise it'll sell. Right? You can do a Black Lives Matter shirt. You can do a shirt that says, just because Black Lives Matter doesn't mean blue lives don't. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you can really work it up, but you need to become trendy as to what's going on in the world, what's going on in our community, what's going on in America. Respect women, right? Me Too movement shirts, right? Like all of those things you can, and I hope you guys don't think that I'm being insensitive to those varying things, but we're businesses, right? And that's how we make money. We're a capitalist society, and but that's one way that you can do it. You come up with these themed shirts that speak to the needs that people got going on, and then you put $100 behind it, $100, $200 a month minimum on Facebook ads, not Boost, Facebook ads, and if $200 a month, and the search are, let's say $15, $20 a pop, dude, all you have to sell is 10 shirts to break even, right? And you're going to have literally, at $200, you're going to have literally probably close to 50,000+ individuals that that impression will show up on their timeline. So I hope that helps, my friend. I hope it helps. EJ, I'm back to you. You said like a kid family entertainment place, trampoline, stuff like that. You have a tax business now, and that's your main bread and butter. Okay, that's great. So I'm with you. So I get what you're saying. A kids, like an entertainment center, with the stuff for kids. So yes, that may require a loan. If you don't have money saved, that may require a loan. And that's a bigger one. This is what I would do. This is what I would do, EJ. I would spend time getting my numbers together. I would get my numbers together first, right? So do a little bit more research on that stuff. The trampolines, all of that stuff. Do the research, find the space. It doesn't have to be the space, but a space that would hold it, right? And crunch your numbers. Know your numbers. And I'm a huge fan of that. So you guys, I'm sure everybody's heard of The Secret, right? And the idea behind The Secret is you're thinking it. You're thinking things and you're thinking through them. And as you think and meditate on these things come to you. What I want you to know is that number, right? I want you to know the number that you have to hit to open the business. Once you know the number, a few things happen. One, and I don't want to get too spiritual. I'm going to run you guys off. But on a spiritual level, right, you've shown that you can be faithful with the idea, right? Like that's the homework no one wants to do. You've shown that you can be faithful with the idea. And so, and for those that know me know that I used to be a pastor. So if I start quoting scripture, don't get offended. But the scripture talks about writing the vision, right? And making it plain. And we don't quote the rest of it. And the rest of it says, so that those that read it may run and not faint, right? So in other words, you write the vision. Writing the vision gives you clarity. Doing the research gives you clarity, right? Right now it's just an idea, but you need clarity. And once you have clarity, let me tell you, things happen. You never know who you're going to run across. You never know the finances a person has saved. You don't know if an investor is going to walk up to you. What if what if, I'll just say the universe, right? I'll just say the universe. What if the universe is waiting to release those funds to you? Who knows where they're going to come from? Like, there are hundreds of thousands of stories of people saying, you know what? It just happened, right? I didn't even know that this stuff was happening on this side, but it could happen on this side. Like, literally, somebody could, let's say that the number that you need to hit, let's say it's $100,000. Let's say that someone bought a lottery ticket and, you know, they scratched it wrong, or they didn't know how to read the ticket and they just threw it away. And all of a sudden one day that ticket somehow ends up, you know, you're picking up trash or whatever and you find this ticket, right? Like, that's how this stuff works, right? We're not betting on that, but that's how it works. But you have to do the work first. You write the vision and make it plain so those that see it can run and not faint. So when you tell people about the vision and someone says, hey, how much money do you need? You know exactly what you need right then, so that if they're the blessing or they know a person that can be a blessing, you can do that, okay? In addition, you're going to need, you know, that detailed information for banks anyway. It's unlikely that a bank will give you money for that. Unless you have equity in your house, you have great collateral that equals probably 2 to 3 times the amount that you want, then they'll give you the money. But if you don't have that, my recommendation right now is to write that number. Let's say it is $100,000. Let's just say that, okay? If it is $100,000 that you need, EJ, you know that you need to make an additional $10,000 a month, right? Like, you can break it down really in. So let's say you're going to open it in 2 years. If you're going to open it in 2 years, you're going to need an additional $5,000 a month for 2 years, and that is your $100,000. I would much rather you do that and open the business than you would to go get a loan. This is why. You get the loan, you have $100,000. You go, you open it up, and that's all it cost was $100,000 for you to get everything that you needed to do, right? Now you open, you have your grand opening. The first day you make $1,000. Let's say $2,000, your first day opening. Yay, we're great, this is going to work. Well, you're $100,000 in the hole. Does it make sense? And so now that you're in the hole $100,000, let's say that your monthly budget for the building and staff and everything is, let's say it's $10,000, right? Let's say the business makes $15,000 that month. So the $10,000 covers salaries, insurance, rent, all that great stuff. Normally you would be at a $5,000 profit, but now you're not. Why? Because you got to pay back $100,000, right? And so you don't even hit a profit status. And that's if nothing goes wrong. That's if nobody gets hurt. You don't need to buy new equipment. That's if nothing happens. That's the way that rolls. So that's why I'm not a fan of loans. Now, if you saved $100,000, you save it. You save $5,000 a month. You come up with a strategy that you want to move forward with on how to get the $100,000. Now, the first day you make the $2,000, the first day that you open, now you're in the black. Now you're at a profit because you don't owe anybody. You get what I'm saying? So that is that's the way I feel. That's the way I think. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm just telling you that's my thinking as it relates to business loans. Guys, I'm Xavier with the Thrive Business Institute and the Legendary Leadership Academy. This is what I do. I'm a business coach. I'm a consultant. I work with small businesses, and I love it. I'm an entrepreneur myself. And one way that I serve this community is I go every single week and I come and I do free coaching for you guys, free business coaching. And all you need to do is put your question in the chat. We had a great conversation with Darnell. Darnell Abrams has a great t-shirt business. He's doing well. Hopefully I gave him some information that he can use and grow his business. EJ had a great question about her venture or wanting to get out. And you heard us talking about loans. Guys, if you have a question, put your question right there in the chat. Let me help you. Let's talk about it. And this is why I serve. This is why I serve, guys. I'm definitely not the guy to tell you that, a logo or a website is going to make a difference with your business. A commercial, it won't. Like, nobody cares about any of that. And I'm sorry, this is not to jab at anybody that does that work. I I support photographers. I support website designers, graphic artists. I support all of these guys, videographers. I think all of those things are necessary. What I don't like as a business consultant, as a coach, and as an entrepreneur is I don't like somebody to BS you. I don't want somebody to tell you that if you do this, the customers will come. If you have a commercial, the customers will come. If you have a website, the customers will come. And that's the frustrating thing about entrepreneurship from time to time is that we if you don't have a person that's cutting through the BS, that's why I'm unpopular. And when I say unpopular, I'm unpopular in some realms because your customers don't care about some of the things that people are telling you that they care about. And if you don't believe me, let's do web design. Because I know you guys spend a lot of money with getting your websites nice and cute, nice and pretty, and all this great stuff that you do to your website or your logo. That's another money waster that we waste a lot of money on. Logos and websites. In the chat, tell me what's the last business you chose to do business with because of their website and their logo. I'll wait. Yeah. I know it's a delay. So maybe somebody's going to put something in the chat, right? Yeah. Or maybe not. That's not why people choose to do business with you. They choose to do business with you because you can provide what you say you can provide with excellent service, right? I walked into a store today. I live in McDonough, Georgia. And I walked into a store. I was looking for goalie gloves, right? And this was a small business, a small athletic supply store. And I walked into the store and there were two ladies, one behind the counter. And I walked in, and no joke, the lady was looking at another customer and she stopped, looked me right in my face like I'm looking at you in this camera and kept working on whatever she was working on. Didn't even get a greeting, didn't even get a basic greeting. And so it frustrated me. So the other lady came up, or I walked over in their area. And the lady looks at me and says, "How can I help you?" And I looked at her and says, "Hello, how are you today?" And I waited for a response. Because kindness and customer service is what people decide to do business with you on, right? Can you create a phenomenal customer service experience for your customers and you make it easy for them to buy the things that they buy, right? And so, guys, if you do have a question, go ahead and put it right there in the chat. I am here for you. Just let me know what you need. Good stuff, Darnell. Darnell, definitely like the page at Ask Xavier J. At Ask Xavier J. I will be doing a live event later this year for entrepreneurs right here in Atlanta. And so be sure to hook up with me. You see it at the bottom of the page there. I'll be doing a live training, so it'll be an all-day workshop. It's a boot camp, and what it's designed to do is to work with businesses from business idea to launch, right? So from what's the idea that you have to this is what you need to do to make money, and for businesses that are already running, it's for them too, because now it brings more clarity to the vision. And so it's going to be a really, really great boot camp. So definitely connect with me. You guys will see all of the information when it is time for you to launch, when it's time for me to launch the program. I do have another program that will be launching here by the end of the month. You guys will begin to see some advertisements for it. And so I think you guys will enjoy that too. It's Marketing Mastery 2.0. So it is where I teach you guys how to market and advertise your business. Right? And like for real, not just here, you need a new logo or here, you need a new website. I teach you guys how to get customers to look at your site, look at your product and buy it, right? So that'll be starting near the end of the month and you guys will get some information about it. Tamala Jackson, thanks so much for the question. I think it's a great question. What are your views on making and selling your own t-shirts versus having a company make and sell them for you? It is a few things. So, and that's a great question, Tamala. So let me give you, if you want to maximize your profit margin, right? Maximize your profit margin, then you make the shirts yourself, right? I have a heat press. So let me see if I can, I'm going to switch to another camera here in a second. But I have a heat press because like this shirt I did, right? I didn't print this, but I did press it. What I'm going to show you guys and stuff. I love sharing this stuff with you guys. I hope that it's helping. I hope that it helps. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is great. All right. Give me 1 second. And I just want to show you guys around my office a little. Okay. So give me 1 sec. Hold on. Hold on. I think it's shift. All right. So here's my heat press. You guys see that? That's my heat press there. So I bought this heat press for, I don't know, I think I gave somebody $70 for it. Yeah, I think I gave somebody $70, and you know, it's a nice heat press. Like it's great. I mean, it's, you know, it's not. Now, with that being said, the reason why I bought the heat press is because I found a company, right? So there is a company, and I don't mind giving you guys any of this info. So, you know, I love to serve you guys. I love to help you and help you thrive in business. I want to see you guys do extremely well. But I'm going to give you a link, Tamla, and I don't know if you deal with these people or not. That's the wrong site. That's the wrong site. Give me a second. This is the site. So Tamla, what I did is, so the company that you just saw me put up there, transferexpress.com, these people actually make the transfers. This is what they do for a living, right? So you literally go in and design whatever it is you want to design. And if you guys are still here, like if you're, so I'll tell you what, let me log in. Let me log in and show you what I mean, okay? So I'm going to bring up my computer screen. There we go. So let's do this. So you guys see that. So Tamla, if you don't know anything about Transfer Express, as you see, Darnell used them. This is, gotcha. So Tamla, this is one of the best. This is one of the best ways to do it, in my opinion. And I'll give you an example. You guys are going to see some of the work that I've done, which is okay. I don't have a problem with that. So if you look at, let's look at some of the other stuff I've done. Now, Tamla, what you're looking at here is I can design whatever it is that I want to design. I brought in this graphic into this program, and you see right over here what my cost is for 25 of these images. Okay? So for 25 of these images, this is my cost. The awesome thing about these guys is you can go in and I can put it on a garment, right? So watch this. I put it right on a garment, and you know, you can see what it looks like. So it, you know, that's the fun part of this. You can see what it looks like on a garment and kind of go from there. But Transfer Express is a great place Another reason I would recommend Transfer Express for you, Tamala, if you haven't, if you don't know anything about them, let me go back because I want to show you something. This is a great company to partner with, and I always use that term, to partner. They also sell heat presses and all this good stuff too. You can do wholesale apparel. You can get the t-shirts from them. There's a lot of different places you can buy from, right? So t-shirts, and I'm logged in so you guys will see exactly what my prices are, which I don't care. It's okay. So I'm looking at this American Apparel shirt. Look at this, the green shirt, small, $4.61, 1 to 12, and you guys see the prices, right? So really simple stuff. It said as low as 52 cents. I want to see that. I want to see what shirt they got for 52. So you notice the price change, right? Because the white here, the natural white, and everything goes down by $1. There it is. Look at there. Look at that. So the 2XL, I can get this shirt for 59 cents. That is amazing. 55, 52. That is absolutely amazing. But that's the 2XL, right? That's a women's shirt. And so anyway, but watch this. Watch this, Tamala. This could be the big girls edition, right? This is the big girl tee, right? And you got them for 59 cents. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So so this is what I would do. I would buy maybe 50 of those, right? And I would do a themed shirt just for big girls. It would be white, right? And then I would go over to my design center, and you can create an account with Transfer Express. They're a great company to work with. They have clip art and various layouts. So I'm going to go to layout. I'm going to do, categories. I'm going to do basic. See what's happening for JiffyShirts.com. Thank you so much for that, Darnell. Look at that, Tamala. This is a free class, and you got all of this value. Look at that. That is insane. Thank you for that, Darnell. I'm going to go to basic. I'm going to motivation. And I can pick any of these, right? So I click it, and I literally can go in. Oh, Tamala, I got mine off of OfferUp. Literally, just go to OfferUp. You'll find these things all day. OfferUp. What's the other one? OfferUp and I forget the name of the other one. Let Go. OfferUp, Let Go, Craigslist. Like, you can find them. Just go ahead and put in heat presses. Right? I'll do it right now just to prove my point. I'm on Let Go or Pawn Shop. Pawn shops may have it. I'm on Let Go, and I'm just going to put in heat press. And there's a heat press I'm looking at. They want $400, which is it's a really nice heat press. I wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't buy it though. That's too much for me. On a business that I'm not doing full time. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only one on Let Go right now. And you can just search, right? You can just do a search. So, but this site, Transfer Express, as well as the one, I hear you, Darnell. I hear you, my friend. And then Darnell is offering his assistance also. The opportunities are there. Darnell, I'll tell you what's interesting. I used to have folks say, Zay, you get on and you give away so much value for free. And I've been blessed. I've been blessed. The Lord has been really, really good to me. I was a college president for years. I've been an entrepreneur for I don't know, most of my life. on the massage therapy company. I mean, the Lord has been great. That was the Transfer Express. That was the Transfer Express. And then you just go in and you fill out the information, get an account, and once you get that account, you're off to the races. Darnell, I've always been free with the information, right? Because I want people to thrive, right? I want to be a blessing. I believe in putting good seed out there, good energy out there. This is the sad part, Darnell. Here's the sad part. I do these videos every single week. The value that I've given you guys is hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of value. Imagine, Darnell, I gave you the direct link to Walmart supplier inclusion program. You get accepted into the, and all you have to do is do the paperwork. That's all you got to do. You do the paperwork, you get accepted into the program. You now can be sending stuff to Walmarts all over the world, right? That could literally be $1 million connect for you. The reason why I give this information for free because most people don't do it. They don't do the work, right? When we look at our businesses, we want the easy stuff. I'm not talking about you, or you, Tamla. It's not that. What it really is that we lose sight of the things that are truly important in business, and it's the grind, right? It's the grind. Like we don't want to work hard, right? We want to work. I see more businesses wanting to look successful. I see it every single day on Facebook. I see it on Instagram. I see, in our business groups. Guys, this is what I look at every day. I see people that want to be successful. I see people that want to be a success. At the end of the day, though, wanting to be a success is not enough, right? Like, it's not enough. Like, you got to do the work. And if you're not going to do the work, you're going to have a problem. And so that's the way, that's the way that works, is you got to do it. You got to do what it is that you need to be doing to be successful. You got to get up every single day and grind. And it doesn't have to be hard. I'm not telling you to kill yourself, right? What I'm telling you is that there is a way to, there's a way to do business, right? There's a way to grow your business. And we want the shortcuts. There are no shortcuts, right? Your business has to mature. Your business has to grow organically. You got to serve your customers well. You don't even return calls on time, right? You don't even, you know what I'm saying? And how are you going to want, another 1,000 customers when the 10 customers you got, you suck, right? So that's the thing. And so a lot of times what you'll see with businesses that are, entrepreneurial endeavors that grow to larger and they end up shutting down over time. More business, if you're not prepared, if you haven't done the work, more business will only expose your business's weaknesses. That's it. And I use the analogy I just used. And Darnell, I'm going to use you, definitely be gentle with me. Hey, Marjorie. Hey, Marjorie. How are you today? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for checking in. Thank you so much for checking in. You guys are awesome. And thank you so much, Tamla. I'm here every Tuesday. Today I started a little late, but every Tuesday at 7. And if you will like the page below on Facebook, the Xavier Johnson page, or Ask Xavier J, you'll be notified every time I go live. So I go live in different groups and things like that, and different times during the week. But I definitely am here every single Tuesday to serve you guys just like this. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is my gift. There are some people who who have passions, but this is literally this is my gift. So I enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. Marjorie, I am doing well, love. I pray that you are doing well also. How's business? How's business? I'm going to your website, Marjorie. I'm going to your website, Marjorie, just to let you know. So I'm on your website. Can I bring your website live, Marjorie? Can I bring your website live? I just want to give you some, you know what I'm saying? You showed up. You showed up. And so I want to bless you while you're here. So good stuff. Well, Margaret, I am going to bring your site live, okay? I'm going to give you some free press. Okay? I'll give you some free press. And so let's work. Let's work. So Marjorie, right now, this is Marjorie's site. Marjorie sells paparazzi, which is great. You guys see all this great stuff coming up. Okay? Feed your $5 habit. Oh, that's great. So your parties, all those great things, that's great. Now, didn't I see the joy in the team? Marjorie, this is what I would do. This is what I would do. Hold on. I'm going to look something up really quick. One sec. All right, May 12th. May 12th. You know what May 12th is? May 12th, Marjorie, is Mother's Day. All right? So what I don't know, it looks like this is generic. This is what they give you guys. This is what I'll begin to do on my Facebook page, Marjorie. I would go in, all right? I would go in, okay? And I would start putting together a collection that you create, okay? So here it already comes with, you know, this and all of, you know, the earrings. But what about the bracelet, right? Like I would begin to go in and create collections of your product. And I'm assuming the $5 price is the same for everybody. Are you guys able to change that at all, Marjorie? Do you know? I'm sure you do know. Are you guys able to charge something separate? Or you have to stick with the $5? If you have to stick with the $5, that's fine. But what I would be doing right now is I would be putting together Mother's Day collections. I would put together, you know, maybe 3 or 4 collections. If you can control the price, I would bump the price up just a little bit. I see everything is $5, which is great, but I would bump the price if you can. Tamla, you can do that with, I don't know if you can do it with the Jiffy, but I know that you can do it with Transfer Express. Like you can literally do all of that. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, you have to stick to the $5. That's fine. Put the collections together. You know, 5 pieces, 4 pieces is $20, and rock with it. And just rock with it all day long. And so this is the appeal. This is the thought process. This is why people will buy. They're going to buy from you because they don't have to think about it. They don't have to connect it to Mother's Day. You've already done that for them, right? And you make it an easy sell, right? $5 per piece is $20. And what happens if you can price it, let's say you price this collection at $20, right? And you do it on your site. When they give you the $20, you can order the pieces individually if that's what you want to do. That's fine. I don't know the order process with paparazzi, but I do know people, right? And I do know people want a great deal. They want a great value. And I want you to begin to think for your customer, right? So I would put 3 or 4 collections together, sell them as a bundle, right? $20 bundle, $25 bundle, and they get all of these things, right? They get all of this stuff. And they don't have to think about it. Oh, thank you, EJ. I appreciate. Thank you. Well, I'm a big dude. I'm a big boy. I'm a teddy bear. I don't know what y'all call this now, but I'm that. So that is what I would do if I were you. That's what I would do. I would create these collections and I would sell the collections. You can even take pre-orders. How awesome is that, right? And then you market it. Once you create the collection, you market the collection 4 times a day. You put Mother's Day at the top. You know, be ready for Mother's Day. Pre-order, and go from there. So that's what I would do. That's what I would do. And it wouldn't surprise me if you got 10 sales a day. It's $200 a day, $1,000 a week in paparazzi jewelry, which I'm sure very few people are doing because they're trying to sell it a piece at a time. And selling it a piece at a time works for some, but just think for people, right? Once you put the collections together, you can order it yourself if you don't already have it. Yeah, if you don't already have it, you can just order the pieces and or one way to build your email list is this. You donate, you buy a collection, right? Like you buy, this nice set. It has a bracelet, or maybe it comes with 2 bracelets, the earring and necklace set, right? And a ring. So 2 bracelets, 5 apiece, 10. A ring is 15, and then this piece here, another 5. So you're at $20. Let's say $25. I don't know if you have your own website, but what you can do to build your email list fast, all right? And you don't really need a website for this. You can do an opt-in page. There are services that allow you to do an opt-in page, but what you need is for people to be able to click a link. They need to be able to put in their email address, their name, and they need to be able to tell a story about their shero. You see that? Shero. S-H-E-R-O, right? And all you're doing is just nominating a woman in their life that has been monumental, right? That has helped steer them clear, been a mentor, mom, whatever, right? You get all of these submissions for a shero. You could do it once a month. It's only $20, right? And you build your email list. And then as you build your email list, you sell to the email list. Does that make sense? So you build the email list by getting the free submissions. They're submitting the stories about these women. You could do it once a month, right? And you can highlight a woman that's a shero, right? And that's one way to give honor and reverence to those that do the work, right? And you do it every single month. Now, as you do this, people will begin to submit. Do you see that? You see how this can go regional and national really quick, right? When people begin to think about the women that have been influential in their lives, and they know every month I get to submit a story about someone who's made a phenomenal difference in my life, and so they do that, right? And then you pick a winner. It's $20, but you just gain a boatload of email addresses, and then you simply send out weekly emails to your email list about your product, right? The product of the week. So I hope that helps, Marjorie. That's just my gift to you for stopping by and saying hello. I really appreciate you. Guys, this is Avery, the Thrive Business Institute, Legendary Leadership Academy. I'm here every Tuesday, sometimes more. This is Business Building Tuesday. You guys know that I stay on as long as you ask questions. If you're here, tell me what business you're in. Tell me where you're stuck. What are you struggling with in your business? Let me help you. Let me help you. So I'm here. If you guys have any questions for me, as you guys can tell, that's why I'm grinning so much. Guys, I live for this. I love it. I love being a vessel that God can speak through to his visionaries, right? Speaking to the people that he's already given the vision to. So so it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, Marjorie. It's my absolute pleasure. I love being here with you guys, love serving you guys, love being a blessing to you. Guys, if you do have any questions, go ahead and put your question right there in the chat. Right there in the chat. Tamla, go ahead and keep looking for that heat press. In the meantime, Tamla, all you need to begin to do is go ahead, go to the Transfer Express or go to the other one that Darnell gave you and go ahead and create your accounts. Create your accounts. I want you to get a notebook. Begin to write out your designs. Write out everything that you want to do with this t-shirt business and do it, right? Write it out. Get the accounts, because as you begin to do the work, the money comes. The account comes. The perfect heat press will come. Like all of this stuff comes when you're ready for it to come, okay? But you got to do the work first, and I think you're ready. I think you're excited. And so, guys, if you do have any questions about your businesses, guys, put it right there in the chat. I'm here for you. I want to help you. I want to help your business grow and thrive to the next level. And you guys deserve it. You guys deserve it. You've worked hard. You've been faithful to other people. You've honored other people's business. You've done the work. And it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, Tamla. It's my absolute pleasure. You guys have been faithful to other people's businesses, other people's dreams, right? I think as an entrepreneur, I think the decision that we all made was, I'm done helping other people build their dream. I'll begin to build mine, right? It is understanding the vision, understanding that you have a vision, and your vision, your venture can change the world. It really can, but it can't change the world still in you, right? It has to come out. So I always tell people, step out, like do it. Are you going to fall? Are you going to fail? Absolutely. Guys, I can't tell you, over the years, last 20 years, I've lost, I don't know, $50,000 probably in business ventures. Failed at a lot. I failed at a lot. But business is business, right? And then you move on to the next venture. The one bit of advice I will give you guys, and guys, I'm still here for you, so if you do have any questions, put it right there in the chat. This is the piece that I will say to you. Learn how to allow a business idea to die. Sometimes the venture is not the right venture at the right point in your life. I've had clients where they'll sit, they'll look at their financials and say, Xavier, I know that this thing could be great. And I'll say it can't, because you're not making any money. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. You know, there's a great book that I read once a year. So, matter of fact, this is a plug for my book club. So, we have a book club at the Thrive Business Institute. Every month, we go through a book, right? And I do videos just like this, talking about the various chapters in the book, kind of the key takeaways, and you guys have links where you can get the book, stuff like that. That is a membership. It's $20 a month. And I threw that plug in there, that shameless plug, because of what Tamla is saying about her name. I have made it I've made it a point to pronounce people's name, to say someone's name, and to really work hard on saying it correctly. And I learned that from a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And the book was written in the early 1900s. and what he's, and I read it every single year. Every year I read it. Like I said, it's a good annual read. But the book, he talks about the sweetest sound to a person's ear is the sound of their own name. And if you don't believe me, try it. So I make my kids do it, and I do it. They see me do it. So everywhere we go, grocery store, restaurants, we take time. When someone says, the waiter will come to the table and say, "Hey, my name is Steve. I'll be your server tonight." I'll stop and I'll say, "Steve, nice to meet you, my friend. How you doing this evening?" And I'll do it every single time. And what you'll see people do is people will smile. They'll smile. 99.9% of the time they'll smile when you make an attempt. Even the hard names, right? There's some hard names I've had to pronounce, and I get them wrong most of the time. But the person will stop and say, "Thank you for at least trying." And so get in the habit of saying people's names, calling their names. People love to hear that. And so as you do that, you'll make their day. At the end of the day, when I walk out of a restaurant, a store, I want someone to feel good about dealing with me as a customer. I want to leave their life just a little bit better. So, but with that being said, guys, if you do have any questions, talk to me about it. Let's see what you got. If you do have any more questions for me, guys, any more questions, I really appreciate the love that you guys are giving tonight. It is insane. So I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome, of course. And but if I can help you guys, I will. If if you guys don't have any more questions, I'll leave you alone. And in addition, guys, if you ever have questions for me, I may not be able to get back with you immediately. I will within 24 hours or so. But you can always just shoot me a message on any of these social media networks, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Just shoot me a message, and I normally get back to you within 24 hours. If you have questions, if you have things that you're struggling with, or things that you need some assistance with, I love to come in and help you guys. I love to help you. I love to help you be great. So, but with that being said, what can I do for you? What can I do for you tonight? Is there anything I can assist you guys with tonight? I don't want to leave you guys, but I want to just let you know that I'm here for you. So if you need anything, if you need any different any assistance, anything else, I am here for you. Love to see you guys do well. And if you guys don't have any more questions, then I will leave you alone. And I appreciate you guys tuning in, and everyone else that stopped by and tuned in. You guys have been amazing. I really, really, really appreciate it. All right. I don't see any more questions coming through, guys. So here we go. Until next time, you guys have a phenomenal, phenomenal week. If you need me, definitely reach out. Until next time, guys, go and do something amazing. I'll check you later.